A few months ago, I decided to leave it all behind and start all over from the very beginning. My family, my friends, my eyes, everything. Everything. But honestly, I was not even afraid. Because living in an English speaking country has always been one of my biggest dreams. It's not gonna be easy, said my mom. And I knew that. At least, that's what I was thinking at the time. Because in fact, a few weeks ago, I went through a period of time which seemed to be insurmountable. I felt totally depressed, sad, and exhausted. Everything at the same time. And since I didn't know how to get out of this, I just started to read about it. And honestly, it felt so good to find out that all around the world, there was thousands and thousands and thousands of people feeling the exact same way at the same time. Sorry for that. And I also found out that often we blame ourselves for not feeling good, and then we feel way more terrible. And then we're less productive, and then we feel bad for being not productive, and then we blame ourselves for feeling bad of being not productive. In fact, I just understood that I was locked up in an infernal circle. Usually when I feel bad, I just run to my mother or my sisters. But now, I have to take care of myself. For me, and for them. That morning, we just discovered that Amor was named VIP of his classroom. The head teacher congratulated him for his English very fast learning. And she said he was brilliant and exemplary during these 12 weeks of school at home. What put a smile on our faces early in the morning. And most of all, what reminded me that I'm not lonely and that life, not always easy, is beautiful. Today, more than ever, I want to live life to the fullest. I need to become the best version of myself. And yes, it sounds cliche, but hey, I needed to read it to realize it. So from now, I choose to see the glass half full. It will probably be a lot of work, but I'm ready, one step at a time. That's how I'm going to make it. And the first step for me will be to take time in the morning, since the morning is my favorite moment in the day. After 1 year of staying at home, I realized that I never get myself some cute clothes for the days when I spend the whole day at home, like today. Until now, I used to wear old clothes, and I used to think that spending money on clothes just to stay at home was useless. So my second step was to order some cool, comfortable, and cute clothes just to stay at home. It's not a lot, but it made me so happy. And if it makes me happy, it's worth it. Step by step, as I told you. For my third step, I just decided to stop running after perfection. In general, I always want all meals to be taken at time, to be perfectly well balanced, well presented, and at everyone's taste. But from now, I'll just be cooler with myself. Until the end of school at home, a few days, and in the middle of the week, it will be sandwich for the kids. And cold or warm salads for the parents. A yogurt or fruits. Water. A lot of water for everybody.
l'heure de manger. C'est l'heure du live aussi. Hein. Il est déjà 13h? Oui.
13h.
And honestly, everybody's very happy with this new decision. Which takes us to the fourth step. Being a mother and a wife, I always have to take everybody's taste in consideration and forget completely mine. So what I decided is that for lunch, I decide what I want to eat. Like this gorgeous quinoa salad. I'll put all the recipes of this video in the description box. So if you salad onion, make sure you put some aside for the presentation. Some tomatoes, carrot, grated by Mr. You put everything with olive oil on a pot. I added some curry and black pepper. I added some quinoa leftover in the fridge. And I left it on the pot for a few minutes while I made some fried eggs. I love it. When I don't eat in public, I always choose clementine as a dessert. Then I can remove the skin of each piece and nobody stare at me. Am I the only one to do this? And last but not least, clean right after meals. This is something I'm already used to do, but not every time. The thing is, it really makes me feel happier to see the table very clean after the meals, and most of all, the kitchen ready for me to prepare the next meals. Talking about it, it's already the tea time. A little pain au chocolat for the biggest, and a big cookie for the smallest. A few blueberries, fruit juice, and for the parents, it's a jasmine tea and a chewy granola from Morrison's. I love them. With the cold weather, it's just heaven. For the dinner, I decided to prepare one of their favorite dishes, which is Tunisian chicken pasta. Mr. is Tunisian. Let's start by removing the skin from the chicken. I put some olive oil on a hot pot, and added some salt. Then I cut the chicken breasts while the oil is heating. Once the oil is hot, I put the chicken on it. Then I cut 4 or 3 cloves of garlic in two My mother-in-law never preheats the oil, but I make it the African way. Then I roughly cut 2 tomatoes. Now it's time to turn the chicken, which started to be golden. And now I cut my sweet pepper. Now I add my tomatoes in the pot. And it's time to add the harissa in the pot. And a whole tube of concentrate tomato. Now I blend everything together and let the tomato heat just to reduce the acidity of the tomato. My mother-in-law, she used to use sugar to reduce the acidity of the tomato, but again, I'm doing the African way. Then I added my sweet pepper and water. To finish, I added a small piece of bouillon, a few laurel leaves, and then I let it cook for 25 minutes. While at time, I'm just preparing the dessert, which is a crumble of pears and apples. While I'm cutting the fruits, my son, Amor, is preparing the crumble dough.
Now you do with the bœuf. Oh là, je sens que je vais me régaler. Rien de ça.
Ouais, voilà.
Je vais me blinder, je vais me régaler. Par contre, à la main, c'est pas très pratique.
Honestly, I'm so impressed. Now it's time to cook the pastas, just in a classic way. Meanwhile, I put 2 teaspoons of sugar on the fruits and a lot of cinnamon. We love cinnamon in this family. Then I put the fruits on an oven plate, and then I put the crumble dough on the fruits. And to finish, I put the crumble plate in the oven for 25 minutes. After I separated the sweet pepper, the chicken from the sauce, and put together the pastas and the sauce, it's finally time to eat. I always prepare some green vegetables for the dinner. I love seeing them eating like this. If you guys like this video, do not hesitate to hit the like button. It's time for me to take the best shower in the world. You're not invited.